Diane in Denmark here, rah rah rah. It's the beginning of a new week, which means it's a new Flylady Zone for decluttering and detailed cleaning. Now, this week is Zone 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is the living room, the family room, wherever you spend most time as a family. Now, so sometimes, because this is the end of the month, sometimes we have 2 days in here, sometimes we have a whole week in here. It doesn't really matter. Don't get caught up in how many days are you meant to spend working the zone. As you've seen before, I can basically clean a room in 15 minutes, top to bottom, because I don't have much clutter. If you're just finding the Flylady system, don't worry about detailed cleaning, because we tend to get into the nooks and crannies instead of looking at the bigger picture and just trying to remove the clutter. So if you're just starting with Flylady, the main thing is you do your routines, you know, you're dressed to shoes, so you're kind of dressed to mean business. And, you know, I had a lot of questions about this. Why is it so important to be dressed to shoes? It's for your own self-worth, you know, for your own self-confidence. And it just gets us into that mindset of, okay, where we are ready to do business. We mean business. And when we say, you know, we mean business and whatever, we're not working for the whole day. I mean, we are working, like today, the kids, they're off school right now because this is Easter week for us here in Denmark. So the kids are off school in the week leading up to Easter. I'm going to be spending 15 minutes in here today, and that is me. The rest of the day I'm going to be spending with the kids. So we're not talking about spending the whole day cleaning, and just do your basic routines. Make sure you've done a load of laundry, you know what's for dinner, and you know, everything will be all right. So anyway, I'm going to start the timer, and I'm going to be doing a wee spot of detailed cleaning in here. Remember, you can print out the list from the Flylady website. That's what I've got here, and then you can just add your own notes. And there's mine if you want to see it. Otherwise, just go to flylady.net and take some of the missions. I'm just going to be kind of cleaning top to bottom, and I've got a few other items here but anyway, we'll get into that. Main thing is that we get moving. I'm just going to remove my necklace, because I always tend to get my necklace. This is one that I got at the thrift store that I really like, and I've repaired it so many times because I keep on snagging it and stuff. So anyway, when I'm doing my cleaning now, I always take it off. Right, first of all, I've got my feather duster on a stick. It's just an old pole from a mop, so I can, you know, go as high or as low as I need to. But anyway, let me move you back. Right, I think from there you can kind of get the gist of it. And I'm just going around the room clockwise, so I don't forget where I got to. And I'm doing right up to the ceilings and down into the corners, just with my feather duster on a stick. When this house was built, it used to be 2 rooms. This, and then they've removed one of the walls to make it one big room. Yeah, our house is from 1933. Let me just go along this way. And there actually isn't much in the way of cobwebs. Good. And then down to the corner, underneath. Oh, hold on, I didn't do the corner underneath here. There we go. And along the top here, I don't know if you can still see me. Right, coming to the home stretch, as we are coincidentally with our 40-day declutter challenge. Hope you're still going strong with that. Okay, I'm running back to where I started. I'll give this a shake outside when I am done. And the next thing I'm going to do is just give a quick dust of all the flat surfaces. And I don't even use any spray. And today I'm going to use, you may have seen me throwing these away as part of the 40-day challenge. It's an old pair of socks and they were really annoying. They kept on falling down. So I'm going to be using those as my dusting mitts today. So, as before, I'm going round clockwise. And I'm just doing all the little occasional tables that we have. Moving the legs. I won't keep moving the camera. I've told you this before, I don't do fancy filming because the idea of this, of my channel, is just to encourage you to get moving, not to be spending time on editing, because we've just got to get it done. It doesn't need to be fancy, it just needs to get done. Right, and then I'm just doing along the top of the windowsills, and I'll do the lamp. Oh, a wee bit of dust today. Right, and on top of the big chest of drawers. And if you want to see this room from different angles, you can always go back and look. I've got a whole playlist of me cleaning in here doing 15 minutes. So if you're really interested, you can click on that. Now, here's one of the things, let me just take off my mitt, that I was going to mention to you today. I don't know if you remember, about 2-3 months ago, I had a wooden bowl on the table, on the coffee table, and I was just using it as a place, because I wanted a place to put, you know, the remote controls and the coasters for when we have our cup of tea in the evening here. And thanks to Lucy, you know who you are, Lucy, she had posted during our 40-day challenge that she was getting rid of a remote control holder. And I thought, maybe that's what we need. So actually I found this one, it was on Amazon, and it's been really useful because it doesn't take too much space, and we can put it on the table when we need it at night with all the stuff. So now I've managed to repurpose my wooden bowl as a bowl again. So thanks to Lucy for that. And that was one of the things that I had on my list for this area, that I wanted something for the table. Right, keep going. Top of the piano. Here, just the piano. Okay, so, sorry, I had to stop the camera because the kids needed something. Anyway, I'll just finish doing this thing here. I was doing the piano. This little table. There we go. And I'll just do the top up here. There we are. Oh, and also this lamp, which was carved by my dearly departed Danish father-in-law. Right, I think we're done there. Oh, the only problem about dusting with these socks is like they're really hot in your hands. Anyway, done with those right now. And what I do want to do, I'll bring you a bit closer, is to do the table here. Now, normally I do this as part of my weekly home blessing anyway, and it's actually the only place where I actually use some polish, but that's because, you know, we use it all the time, and we've got we've got sweets on it, and you know, somebody's left these behind, so I'm going to be pinching them. Don't leave sweets lying around, especially chocolate. Right, oh, this is my little Easter decoration that we have here in the living room, a bit like the one that Vibeke makes, you know, with her Advent candles. So this is just several different candles that we have, and some moss from the garden. We've got a lot in the grass, and the wee eggs that you maybe saw when I was doing a declutter of our Easter decorations. Remember those? I think they're really pretty. Anyway, I'll just move that to the side just now and give it a good a wee scoosh scoosh with my pledge. There. And I'll also do the legs today of the table. I don't normally do the legs during weekly home blessing. I normally just do the top. But we are in the zone. And what I think I will add to my list of what I want to do in the zone, you know, my little running list here, is I'm going to add to it that when we get really towards spring, summer, that we give this a sand down. And I don't just mean like I normally do in the kitchen. Quite often we take this out, put it onto the little terrace that we've got out here, the little deck, and my husband will sand it with the machine, and then we'll just re-oil it. And we do that, oh gosh, maybe once a year, once every second year. Right, do the legs. There we are. As we say, or as I always say, Bob's your uncle, we are done with that. Right. Let me just put my little decoration back, and I'll tell you what, I think I'm even going to light it. Remember, don't keep things for a special occasion. Every day is a special occasion. Right. There we are. Isn't that pretty? And quite often now we don't light all these candles. We just light one or two. There we are. You know, in Denmark we use candles all year round, even in the summer. You know, even on sunny days we sometimes have candles going. Hold on, I'm going to get a shot of it. There we go. Okay. So next up, I think we're going to have a wee scoosh scoosh. A scoosh scoosh moment. And I'm going to do the windows. So I think I can get those done in the remaining time that we have. Let me just take off my jacket because it's actually getting quite warm in here now. We're now above zero with our temperatures, thankfully. But we may get snow at the end of the week again for Easter, so you never know. Anyway, I'm just using a biodegradable cleaner not tested on animals, blah blah blah. I'm not getting out the bucket of water. I've said that many times before. I just do the windows in the zone that we're in during, you know, weekly home blessing hour. That 10 minutes spent on windows and doors and shiny mirrors, I do in the zone, and this is this week's zone, so that makes things easy. Okay, scoosh scoosh, scoosh scoosh. Right, let's see how fast I can get these done. And you know, it's not a race to do these things, but the reason that I can get the windows done in just a few minutes is that we're being consistent here. It's the consistency always is the key. If you haven't done your windows for like 8 years, as it was like when I first started Flylady, of course it's going to take you a long time. But if you're being consistent with it, you know, I do them every time we're in the zone. It literally just takes seconds. And I've mentioned it before, but that'll do. Just open it just now. I've mentioned it before, but the outside windows, we have a window cleaner who comes generally 3 times a year. And I've worked out we have something like 45 windows, not 45 panes, 45 windows in the house. You know, it's a 3-story house, because there's also the ones in the basement, and there's the skylight in the kitchen, and they're really high up. So it makes sense for me to have a window cleaner for the outside windows, because he comes and he has the equipment, he has the ladder, he has the life insurance, and it's much faster. I cannot get to the windows up on the first floor from the outside. So that's it. But you know what, if you want to stand on a ladder outside, that's fine. You just, you know, there's no problem about having a window cleaner. There's no problem about having, hold on, sorry, more emergencies, not emergencies. Anyway, yeah, I was saying that there's, you know, don't feel guilty if you have a window cleaner or a cleaner coming in. If you have a cleaner coming in, you know, go ahead and print out the list from the Flylady website, and that way you can say to your cleaner, you know what, this week is week 5, zone 5, and I want you to do this and that, and you can guide them. So don't feel guilt about it. Anyway, I'm going to do the last window. Okay, last scoosh scoosh. Right, so I've done the ceilings. Well, hold on, let me just close the window because there are still diggers outside, you know, because they're digging up the road at the moment. We're almost finished inside down the basement, so that's good. I've done the ceilings, I've done all the flat surfaces, and, you know, detailed, dusted the furniture, all the legs of the little occasional tables, and the coffee table, and I've done the windows, go me, and I've got a couple of things that I've noted down that I want to do in this zone this week, and I'll tell you what they are. Because, you know, I also write down, you know, to declutter my pamper basket, or the basket of the things that we keep for the library. The lanterns that we have here in the living room, you know, not the Easter things, but just the general, but they're getting quite messy. So this week I'm going to take 5 minutes and clean those. And I think that was it, yeah. And as usual, perhaps you want to think about things for this zone when you're shopping this week. Do you need to put candles on your list if you're going to IKEA? Have you been thinking about changing some of the throw rugs in here? Maybe if you've got some throw rugs and blankets that you keep, you know, beside your reading chair, maybe you want to pop those into the wash. And I'll just, okay, this is the last thing, because I know this video is probably running over time today. I've had a few interruptions. Here we go. Get this back up. I've got to show you this great thing. I picked it up in IKEA last time we were in this zone, and it is the softest thing ever. My daughter loves it. Now, it looks like a pillow, which is great because you can have it you know, on the sofa, but if you pull it out, it's actually a really nice cozy blanket. And on one side, you know, you've got the really soft stuff. It's like, it's so soft you can't imagine it. On the other side, it's a kind of white material, like parachute material, which is also really, I just love the feel of it. So, think about, you know, this is zone 5. Are there things that you need to pick up for zone 5? Have you been thinking about measuring for new curtains and you didn't get around to it? This is the week maybe to measure, and also declutter in this area. So it could be books, DVDs, kids games, Xbox things that you're not playing with. What about pot plants, which have seen better days? I mean, There's plenty of ideas on the Flylady website. Anyway, I'm going to keep it short here, or maybe I'll just snuggle down with this really nice blanket. Anyway, as usual, live long and prosper. May the Danish Shook be with you. Remember to give yourself a rah, rah, rah when you're finished. Even if your cleaning or decluttering hasn't been perfect, like this video. Anyway, I shall see you very soon. As I said before, the kids are on school break this week. I won't be posting my usual videos, but I've been recording a few things extra last week, which I'll put on this week, so you have no excuse for not doing something. Anyway, that's it for me down in Denmark. See you very soon. Bye for now.